Yo, what's up, citizens of the World Wide Web? It's your boy, Mista 13th, and I'm here with another edition of the Sit Down. Tonight, I got a representative from the BX. He's coming through, representing in the Battle of the
Nice.
Boroughs. Joining
What
us is
up?
Bowz. What up? How's it going,
Peace,
man?
peace, 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 peace. What up, man?
I'm chilling, man. How's your day been?
First beautiful day of the year, man. It's been fucking beautiful. It's great.
I know
Great.
it hit 60 degrees today. It's really nice out there.
Yeah, it's been a cold one.
Painting season is upon us. For those who only paint in the warm weather.
Yeah, yeah. Still more comfortable, man. It's definitely, it just gives you the energy to be out a little more. And, it's not quite a snowstorm, but
Yeah, I mean, I hibernate in the winter. I'm not gonna lie, man.
yeah.
Once it drops past 32 degrees, I'm hiding. So for the people that aren't familiar with you yet, tell them how you got into the graph game and everything.
um, Word. So I don't know. I came. I grew up for like early childhood in fucking Wise Heights. So I grew up seeing a lot of um folks that was bombing out there. Fucking that season. Fucking name of that season Chrome and I don't even know fucking everybody on that side of town. But I guess I started writing really around like 2000. So um, probably got like 20 years doing this.
Okay.
Um, but back and forth from fucking New York to Boston and back again and all that. So kind of, spreading out the writing a little bit in a few different places. You know what I mean?
Got you. So you say you've been going back and forth from Boston. You was painting out there too?
Yeah, Boston's got a nice painting scene, man. It's still, um, it's like different towns, but it's still part of one like main area.
Yeah.
That's probably about the size of New York. Um, but there's also still a lot of like chill spots. Um, that's New York is a mission for chill spots. So at least for me, I don't know. There's probably people that got plenty of chill spots and just think whatever. But um, the city is always hectic. If you got a spot, everybody got a spot. Somebody
Yeah.
else has found it.
Got you.
Um, but Boston has a lot of that. So it's a good spot to get a lot of painting done and enjoying, the piecing part of it for sure.
Got you.
Yeah,
I'm not familiar with the Boston graph scene. Who's some of the writers out there that are rocking?
shit, man. So first, shout out to my crew OBS. APC is up there. Fucking my dudes and fucking OFS and Raw. Um, there's a lot of writers from Boston, man. That's there's like the GN crew and fucking Pro Black and Go Five and Take, who's been doing it for a minute. On some beautiful shit. Soames, who's down with fucking 3A and Chem and actually Chem's from up there too, I guess. Um, fucking and then all the way down to my crew and fucking Brand and Merck and Ammer, fucking yo, you name it, yo. It's, it's a big scene. There's a lot of writers up there too,
All right.
just like New York. But
I got you. So it's Spank. So who do you prefer, man? You a Yankee fan or a Red Sox fan?
oh shit. Yeah, I gotta be honest. I
Yeah.
actually didn't watch so much baseball. I'm a football guy.
All right.
I didn't really watch baseball until I was in Boston. I didn't even know there was a rivalry, to be
Yeah.
honest. I
Yeah.
got up there and I had a Yankee hat on because I'm fucking New York. I live by Yankee Stadium, dog. Yo,
It's a dangerous move right there.
yo, I didn't realize. I didn't realize it was when you on the winning side, the Yankee
Yeah.
side, and that's what you know.
Mm-hmm.
You don't realize how much motherfuckers hate. And they hated New York, And the
Yeah.
Yankee hat was like I almost got into a brawl with the dudes right on the train, like my first day out there. But
Yeah.
but since they won a bunch of chips, they feel good. They probably let go of that rivalry.
They feel vindicated now that they got that
Yeah, they
chip.
do. Yeah,
Big
they
Poppy
do.
helped them with the chip.
I'm also a Dominican from the Bronx. I'm from fucking, Watch Heights and all that. So
Yeah.
if I went for the Red Sox, it would be like on some Dominican shit.
I feel you. I hear
For
you.
that,
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. Now, who were some of your influences when it came to writing?
Fuck, man. I knew you was gonna ask me a question like this, and I know it's gonna be too blessed to fucking got a good answer. Cause there's just so many writers, man. It's fucking shit. I mean, up there was, KD era and God era. So fucking, from fucking Cope to Ovi and all the writers before that, Lord, shit, STEM, that's fucking Battle was a fucking influence, yo. If I
Yeah,
gotta be
yeah.
truly honest, yo, dude's been killing it for. Like, so, um, I don't know, yo. There's too many to name, man.
Too many.
Even the Germans, like that dude Dime is a fucking influence, and I don't even do 3D pieces, but
Yeah.
uh, yeah,
Yeah, Hesh and Dime. That's what you're talking about, right? Those dudes, Hesh and Dime
yeah,
or whatever. Yeah.
yeah, dude, fucking
The
ill, man.
3D joints.
Yeah, it was just fucking crazy. My man Rast out there is an influence on me. That dude's just it's two people I learned a lot of light um techniques from Rast and fucking Ammer up in Moore up in Boston. Yeah, them dudes was light, like white on their
Gotcha.
pieces in a ill way. It's fucking dope.
Nice,
For
nice.
sure.
Yeah, well, I came up in the 90s, so I remember when they first came out with that crazy ass 3D style. That shit was
Yeah.
like revolutionary in the game because everybody was still
Yeah.
rocking the old school 3Ds and shit.
Yeah.
And they kind of changed it all up.
It's not fucking. I think I got different inspirations for all kinds of shit, man. But fucking for throwies and stuff like that, I think the two people that I gotta recognize the most, respect BTC
Yeah.
and fucking damn, I just had it in my head and now I'm fucking lost. Chrome, uh, what was that? ACC.
Okay.
Because I remember seeing their fucking throws,
Yeah.
just all over the place. Spec always had a different throw, every fucking week.
Yeah.
And Chrome was just, I mean, he's still doing it. Fucking got this nice stretched out throwy with the nice kicks on the side. JDM, who was back fucking in the 90s probably.
Yeah, I
Um,
remember JDM.
love, love watching these shits, man. That fucking throw was just
Nice.
clean.
Nah, you sent me the graphic. Is dope. Do you have, besides doing graph, do you have like a background in art in school? Did you go to school for art?
I've definitely taken some classes for art. Art is part of like it's part of my upbringing. My cousin went to fucking art and design high school, and so he came back. I remember that was probably the first time I seen like really notice graph. Was he came back from art and design. I had this fucking black book that was just like all these dope like pen pieces. Most shit motherfuckers was doing in class, but I never really seen graph like that until the throwies on the street, like they just kind of passed by. That was probably when I first started seeing it. Like, whoa, I understand it now. I get it. Um, I forgot your question. I'm too blessed.
Nah, I was just wondering if you had, background in like school with,
Oh yeah,
because
yeah.
I saw that you did like the watercolor style and shit. So
Right. Yeah, no, I paint a lot indoors. There's if the winter time, like definitely got to hibernate a little bit. I do have I have taken art at a fucking FIT and the School of Visual Arts. There was a time period when I first kind of started bombing in New York that I was like, um, this is not gonna work for me, dog. It's just fucking, too much trouble going on immediately.
yeah,
So I needed art as the outlet for
got you,
sure, and I started doing a lot indoors just to like scratch some of that itch.
got you.
Um, and you know, it eventually turned into doing throwies that were a bird. I was slapping this shit with a fucking crazy for a minute, um, and doing backgrounds on pieces and shit like that. And,
Yeah,
kind of enjoying that process.
got you. Now I gotta ask you this question, man. Did you hear about this shit that happened in the Bronx with the cops and the kids shooting at them over graffiti?
I saw a headline pass by, but I kind of didn't even really look into it, because I was like, number one, I don't know if I'd be shooting at you over graffiti. I'll give you
Yeah,
a fucking good ass chase, bro.
yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
ducking through every alley, but I don't know if I'm popping at you. Chill. And the news can sometimes distort fucking some of the facts about shit.
yeah,
It sounded like, if I'm believing certain posts, they're putting up the graffiti of somebody who wasn't even at the joint. Like,
yeah.
so I'm like, I'm not really paying attention to that, man.
Yeah, I know. I mean, just being from the Bronx, I just wanted to see what your thoughts were on it. For me, man, cops are always corrupt and dirty. I was like, maybe they just, they planted that gun there because they shot the kid. It's a possibility,
Yeah, it's all kinds of shit that could happen, man.
I mean, I've never heard in my life of a graffiti writer shooting at the cops. Like that doesn't
you
make
know,
any sense to me.
not for that. I better
No.
have something. I better have a lot on me. Or I had the burner on me, and now I can't get away with the burner. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But it
yeah.
wasn't my grab. You
That's
know?
crazy, man. That whole story is crazy.
But I definitely give you a chase before for graph, bro. Come on, man. Fuck out of here. Although
That's right.
the cops in the Bronx, they definitely, I definitely had an interaction with the cops. With after a minute, that was the only question, like, where the guns at?
Yeah.
Like, all right.
Yeah, we the we the
Don't do a
gun
graph,
squad.
bro.
We're not
Relax.
gonna arrest you. We just here for the guns. That's what they do in Brooklyn. They pull you over. They tell you, oh, we don't care if you got weed or liquor in the car, anything. We just want
Yeah, I'm not
guns.
trusting you. Fuck out of here. Get
Yeah,
out
that's a fact.
of here.
So we would call this the COVID era. How has that affected you? Like, have you been affected by it at all?
um, I think the very beginning of COVID was definitely a time period that um, made me want to take a lot more walks. You know what I mean? Um, and just fucking see shit and let people know I was there. But I kept it chill because I kind of I don't know, fucking I try to do my thing. I try to lay low.
Try to just stay away from people, stay out of
Yeah, man.
trouble.
Yeah, so I'm kind of happy to have this fucking vaccine going. Fucking,
So have you taken the shot or are you getting ready
yeah,
to?
nah, I took the vaccine already.
Okay, all right.
Luckily. Yeah, so I'm
I
kind of
got the
chilling
I
right
got the
now.
shot too. I got both of them already.
That's what's up. That's what's
Yeah.
up,
How
man.
about you? How did you get both of them already?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
How
yeah.
did you have any side effects of that?
No, nothing. I had a little bit of soreness where the needle went in,
Yeah.
but other than that, I didn't feel shit.
I
And I'm
hear you.
glad for that. People sometimes have reactions, but
A lot of people are scared to take the vaccine, so it's good to share the information with them that there wasn't much side effects to it, and
mm,
hopefully
yeah,
more
for
people will
sure.
follow suit. Yeah,
Word. Definitely, definitely.
so we from New York City. This is where it all started. Have you been paying attention to these new trains getting smacked up?
Yo, trains is getting back, bro. Yeah, hell yeah. Yo, it's fun to watch, yo. I
Yeah.
mean, I got so many questions, but what I'm liking also, what's interesting is that the styles look different.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's kind of exciting. I like it. Uh, you know,
Have you had a chance to see one passing by in person?
nah, definitely not.
Nah.
Definitely not. Mm-mm.
I got a
Nah,
chance
they
to.
take them things off so quickly. It's like you catch it the one time that they're taking it to the yard. Otherwise, you
Yeah.
don't catch it at all. You know.
I was coming on the J train heading to East New York, and right off Broadway Junction, I seen two whole
Wow.
cars, man.
Wow.
I had to jump. I jumped off at the next stop, went all the way back to Broadway Junction just so I could get back on the train to get good footage of it.
Yeah.
That shit was
Yeah.
amazing, man.
No, this is crazy, man.
So let
You
I'm
know,
gonna,
I think it's they kind of started off with fucking RIPs, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the wave, like the last one, the last little
Yeah.
wave kind of started off with RIP joints and kind of, you know, sucks at the same time because it's like, you know, RIP all them folks. You know, there's been a lot of graph writer deaths, you know, in the last couple of years. So I can't even remember exactly which graph writer it was. It probably did one for Zexor.
Yeah, rest in peace, Zexor.
That's it.
And that's
What
they
else?
had
What else?
Zexor and
Acne,
Phase 2, Acne. I
a
think
bunch of
so.
people died. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
but,
I knew Zexor's dad, Asp. And
oh shit.
might be dating myself a little there, telling you how old I am. That's my era.
Goddamn.
Yeah,
Goddamn.
yeah. So Zexor was the little homie. May he rest in peace.
Yeah. These fucking definitely got up, man.
Yeah, he was a beast, man. It's just like his
Yeah.
dad. They didn't give a fuck. They paint right in front of anybody.
Yeah, broad daylight shit. Like, wow.
Yeah.
And this is a good spot, bro. Good
Yeah,
to, like,
yeah.
way to go.
So what do you
Yeah.
prefer more? Do you prefer bombing or piecing?
I think they're two totally different feelings. I gotta
Gotcha.
be honest, man. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
think like bombing on some level feels like an addiction. Like you gotta do it. Or you gotta quit it, you
Yeah.
know? Because it's either you go all out or you're not doing it, you know. Piecing is more of like, you know, there's piecing that's like if there's some piecing that's like a little hot, so you know that has a little bit of both elements. But I think piecing on its own is like, you know, it's a different form of just artistic expression. You know, it's really like taking the time and appreciating it and getting the time to hang out with those people that you like to paint with. You know,
Yeah. Gotcha.
and it turns into more of a social act and more of a community like art expression, which I really like that part too, man. Um, yeah, so I think they're really different, and I think they're totally different feelings to me. And,
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people will probably say the same thing. There's some people that just everything, you know, talking about STEM, people that everything they're doing is a piece, regardless of where they at. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like, damn, you know, that's I wonder that's this crazy like double feeling. They're like, whoa, every time, they're great.
that's
You
that's
know what I mean?
fire. So I'm a double back
Yeah,
real quick too. To this other question. So you say you Dominican. Is there a
yeah.
lot of I went to DR. I was in San Jose de la Mata. I didn't see a lot of graph over there, but is there graph out in DR?
You know, it's probably been 15 years since I've been back.
Oh, okay.
So, like, it existed, but I wasn't seeing it like a developed culture.
Got you.
You know what I mean? Like, if it existed, it was just like the random joint that you was like, oh, okay. Um, you know, I guess, you know, in the city now, there's a lot of dope artists. Like, I know there was some dude that, one of the mural jams and fucking, I don't know. Actually, he's done a lot of work up and down the East Coast on this dude Anguria.
Okay.
Um, so I know there's a mural culture that's developing out there.
Got you.
Um, it's, you know, aerosol based, but the graph side, I don't see it so much. You know,
Yeah. I hear you. I hear you.
yeah.
So
I
as
know Puerto
far
Rico got the graph. They got a graph scene. You
yeah,
know,
Puerto Rico's got
so
a little bit of a graph scene. I haven't been out there since 2000, so
yeah.
yeah,
But they got one for sure. You know,
but they got one. Yeah, I see
yeah,
FXB out there doing their thing. Too Easy. I seen him posting
yeah.
some
That's it.
shit.
Yeah. I think my man Souls and Image was out there. My
Yeah,
graph mates, OTM, what up?
got you, got
Uh,
you.
yeah.
Now, also, when it comes to your art, have you done any galleries, or is that something that you would aspire to do?
Um, I have done a couple gallery shows, just little galleries here and there. Mostly I'm kind of I do a lot of art on demand. I'm just doing it because I like it, and if it happens to sell, it sells.
Okay,
There was a couple of graph shows, a couple of shows in Boston where, you know, I left my last art from up there. I think before I left from here the last time, I did a couple of shows and got a little bit of art. Uh, so yeah, I'm definitely open to that. I love that. You know, you get to develop a body of work,
yeah,
you know, as opposed to just like a thing or like different ideas, you're like stretching out that idea and developing that idea, which I think is dope.
Gotcha.
Regardless if it's like a, you know, like a color idea or like just a different way of developing art. You know, you see that dude fucking Reebok doing his shows and shit like that, where it's just a lot of like he's experimenting a lot. And
Yeah.
gets to really experiment on a show and just do like, all right, so I'm trying this crazy shit. Let's see what it turns into for this many pieces. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dope.
Got you. Got you. What for as far as your art career goes, what are the 3 things that you would like to accomplish?
Wow. Goddamn. 3 things that I would like to accomplish. I gotta fucking develop my life goals right now. Oh, shit.
He's like, I got to do my
I
life
thought we were
goals
doing that
first.
chit chat.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Yeah. I'd like to do a couple more shows. I think in the end I want to be able to, you know, um, retire from whatever hell else I do, and at some point just do art and enjoy it, and
Yeah.
like not have to do much with it. Just like I'm just doing all this shit that I enjoy. Um, you know, regardless if I'm fucking 70 when I'm doing it, if I'm doing it at some point, I'm doing it. You
Yeah.
know, I think everybody's. I don't think I'd be alone in saying, you know, I want to catch the fucking perfect throwy.
Got you.
Like at least, yo, just once that you're like, yo, that's exactly how, yo, this shit felt so wonderful. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
I know that's a weird goal, bro, but like, sometimes sometimes it doesn't feel right. You're like, oh, this is weird. Sometimes you want to catch the fucking perfect throw. It's like that bomb more. Um, I don't know. I guess I'd want to be on a couple shows. You
Yeah.
know, I think I want to collaborate. I want to find more collaborating partners. You know,
Got you.
and people that will kind of stretch my realm of art and what I'm doing and how I do things. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
and doing that, I guess it's like getting to do it because you enjoy it and meeting good people doing it.
Got you.
I think that's graph and that's art. I think
Yeah.
if as long as I'm doing those things, I'm enjoying it.
I feel you. I feel you. Some people they're more on the antisocial aspect of graph where they don't want to interact with anybody.
But don't get me wrong, that part is I definitely understand that part and I definitely have that side to me too.
Yeah.
Um, because I definitely think there's part of it that I think the part about graph that makes it hardcore is the part that also feels grimy
Yeah.
and feels like fuck you, you know.
Yeah.
And I think the people that are able to do that, we mentioned Zexor earlier. That's a perfect example right there. The people that are able to do that in a way that's like um, that we understand and we like enjoy,
Yeah.
and the community it speaks to us. It's like we end up looking up to those people.
Yeah.
It's like that's a beautiful destruction.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
you know, and I understand it and I feel it.
Yeah.
I know where that's coming from.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying. Like he was a younger artist than I was, but I admired him. You know what I mean? With the work that he
Yeah,
put
for
in
sure. Yeah.
was
He put in a
he
lot of
put
work.
that work in. Yeah. So I had a question for you about going all city. Nowadays, does it matter to go all city still? Because now dudes have stepped it up and they're going all country. Do you think that all city still matters?
I do. I think all city is a different. There's definitely people that are going all country. There are probably some people that went all city a few times that have gone all country.
Yeah.
But I still think going all city is like New York is a big place. The
Yeah.
reason people love New York is because they're so different everywhere. And like if you're able to see all those neighborhoods and hit all those spots and make the connections to see people to like go out bombing with people in all those places and in all those communities, it's like it's a feat. It's a
Gotcha.
feat. It's not easy to do. It's not easy. It's it takes a lot of planning and a lot of work, and I want people to be safe, but at the same time, like it's a feat.
Got you.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of graph to wade through right now too. I think probably because of COVID, there's like extra graph. So, and New York was already a graph heavy place.
Yeah.
So I think wading through all that, and being able to like stand above through all that, I think is also a feat. Because if you go all city and nobody notices, it's harsh.
He said you go all, that's funny shit, man.
You
All
know?
right, man. Well, listen, I want to thank you for joining us tonight and sitting down and giving us some answers to these crazy questions I threw at you.
Pleasure, man. Thank you for having me. And
Is there any
understand.
comments you want to give to the listeners out there?
Peace, y'all. Anybody, we in times of COVID, man. We about to get out of this shit. We good, man.
Hey,
So everybody have fun.
you got any shout outs, and tell the people where they can follow you at if they want to check out your artwork.
So I want to give a shout out to OTM crew, Miz, fucking Modus and all them, and my man Quiz, my man fucking Fest, and my man Rast, and peace to OBS, and yeah, you can follow me at GEOBANY on Instagram. That's probably about it.
All right, dope. All right. Thank you again for joining us here today on the sit down. And I'll hit you up about actually good luck on the Battle of the Boroughs.
Yeah, when you posting? What's the procedure?
I'm just waiting for 2 more submissions, and then I'm gonna get ready to post that. But
I was like, Dad, I was like, yo, I got a fucking greater idea. Let me fucking start this over. And I didn't do it because I was like, you know what, let me just get him the joint.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take him fucking extra time. I should have done that.
Yeah, because two people that they kind of, I don't want to say who they are, but they holding us back right now. But I'm gonna get on the phone with them tomorrow and shit. And also I'm gonna hit you up about doing some more collaborations. Maybe you come out here to Brooklyn and we work on some stuff.
Word, man.
Yeah.
That's
All right, man. All right, bro. Have a good one, man. It was good talking to you.
All right, man. Easy.
Peace.